Hey, what's good, YouTubers and friends and tribe members? So, for those of you that don't know, 80% of your time incarcerated, you're trying to figure out how to get over on the man. And getting over on the man generally consists of trying to figure out how you can get narcotics introduced to the system. So, one of my drugs of choice, for those of you that don't know, is PCP. And the person that I was seeing when I was not freshly incarcerated, but we started meeting. We met up at visiting. It was one of the kids' sisters that lived in Santa Clarita. Her name was Cheryl. Anyway, I got her to visit me in the county jail, and when I got to the joint, I asked her to do me a favor and send me some juice. So with that, she was going to put together a package for me, and then what she would do is she would get a bottle of juice, and she would withdraw into an outfit, get a carton of cigarettes, and push it into the pack, and just shoot the juice into the cigarettes. The cigarettes would come to R&R, and they never even opened the carton, you know what I mean? They just shake the carton and put it in the bag. And that's how I would get PCP there. Now, getting PCP on the yard could cause a whole lot of problems. There's a lot of funny scenarios too, I remember when I first got the package, it was on a Saturday, and you're entitled, you could sell to every race, there was a baseball game going on, and everyone was smoking water. It was funnier than hell. I mean, I can't even describe it here on camera, but that was one of the situations that I got myself into. Everyone's coming to me still going, hey, can I get some juice? Can I get some juice? And I got a little freaked out, because too much traffic on the door will get you caught up really quick. So I was like, oh man, I ain't got no more. Oh man, I just got a pack or whatever. And I ended up sitting on it for a while, and I would sell, a bunch of cigarettes at the same time. And I would fill the homeboys' lockers. I'd be like, look, this is you, take care of your locker. This is you, take care of your locker. And that's mostly what I did with it, because a lot of yards that you go to, they have it depends on what group you run with, but they have a no narcotics policy. Like, if you run skin, you're not allowed to get high and go to the yard. Most of the joints that I've been to. Now, you can get high and stay in your cell, but you're not supposed to get high and go to the yard. I remember one time on my birthday, Paul, he was an old ass skinhead that was there. He was like 60 years old. Came by on my birthday, and he slid me 2 bags and told me don't come to the yard. And I was like, all right. So it was almost count time, and I was cooking this shit up. I drew it up in the binky, and I hit it, and just as I hit and pulled out, Wozak came by, and he looked in my cell, and he looked at me, and I just pulled it out, licked my finger, took the blood off my arm, and crossed it like that, and was sitting like this. Right about then, my face was getting all red. I know it. I know it looked like I just got high. Anyway, he continued his count on the chair, and he came back, and he's all, hey, Badger. And I'm like, what's up, man? He's all, happy birthday, bud. And I was like, fuck. So I'm almost positive that he knew that I had gotten high that day, I didn't try to go to the yard because that was a major no-no, but I did get high in there, Nowadays, they just do such way out stuff, behind postage stamps, in books. Steal a book, fill it up with whatever you're gonna fill it up with, take it back to the same store, purchase the book, and have them send it. There's just so many different ways people were getting narcotics, and getting narcotics is so stressful in there. I think I was telling a story about when I had copped from my lawyer. So that was an all bad situation, because I just happened to have gotten rolled up that night anyway to go out to Supermax, and it just looked bad because it was the same day I was getting into it with one of the fucking shot callers on the tier. You know, he had wanted more, and I was like, you want more, it's gonna cost, bud. You know, I mean, I ain't coughing up shit just because you're running a tier. I already broke everybody on this row off. 13 cells, mind you. So, yeah. I remember on the only violation that I did when I came in, so it starts like this. The cops come to the pad, they knock on the door, and I scream, hey, don't come back here, I got a hostage. And I was just kidding, you know what I mean? I didn't have a hostage, but I was just acting like I didn't really realize who it was, and I thought it was somebody playing games when they were like, Sheriff's Department, and you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm looking around, and all that I got is a pocket knife. It's an eagle knife with like an eagle head, and like a little bitty bag of heroin and some speed. So what do? I don't even wrap the knife. I just go to the glove box with it, put the dope up there. I end up getting arrested and taken downtown, and I put the shit in my shoe because I'm watching showers. They don't seem to be paying attention to people taking showers, and they're not clacking your shoes or nothing like that. So I was like, all right, cool. I put it in the shoes and go back, take the shower, come out, and when I come out, the cops are right there doing just that. They're clacking people's shoes, all this and that, and I'm shitting bricks because I got a knife in there and I got some dope in there, you know. Yeah, I went to put the shoes down, and the cop was like, hey, come here. I'm like, nah, these ain't my shoes, man. He's like, come here. And I dropped the shoes, and the knife fell out. Well, we both looked at it, and we both went for it at the same time. Needless to say, he got it, and I got a whole lot more than I was looking for, you know. I got lumped up, I got cuffed up, and I got shoved into a cell for forever. It seemed like I was waiting for to go to the hole, and I had eaten a little bit of speed earlier, and I was just kicking in, so everything was tingling and all kinds of shit. But I'm in this like little one-man cell because I'm caught, you know, and I'm tripping out on all the writing that's on the wall, you know what I mean, like white fence, you know, all the neighborhoods that was in there, and it was all bad, you know. I ended up going to the hole. I was over there for, I think it was like 14 days or something, and when I got there, I hadn't gotten the clear out yet, so when I got there, everybody was getting high over there, and once again comes the stress factor, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, hey, let me get some more, hey, let me get some more, and I'm like, hey, let me get paid, and it was just so stressful every single time I would cop, man. My buddy, one of my best friends out here, his bunkie, JD, he got visits every week, you know, and I was like, hey, let me talk to you real quick, talking to my best friend. I'm like, hey man, your cellie gets fucking visits every week, you know, I'm gonna jam him up. He's like, no, don't do that, Badge, don't do that. I'm like, I'm gonna jam him up, but I'm just being respectful, letting you know. Anyway, I jam him up and I tell him, hey, you're gonna do this, you know, I'm gonna have something mailed to you, and you're gonna have your girl bring it to you, or you're not getting visits anymore, you know. And reluctantly, he went with it. So, yeah. Anyway, there's so many stressful stories that go with getting dope in there. It's not even funny, you know. I don't want to say too much about certain things because it's just, some of it sounds too janky to be real or whatever, but it's all real, you know what I mean? JD hit like twice for me, I think, and then he came to me and said, hey, she's not coming to visit anymore, we got to fight. And I was strong-arming him. I was trying to tell him, well, she's still coming to visit, bud, you know what I mean? You better make that happen. You better apologize, fix it, or whatever, and or else. Anyway, I think it was like a Thursday, he rolled it up. You know, I don't know what he told them. They never did hit my locker or anything, but I know he told them something to do with us, you know. Another time was working out at IDL. I recognized somebody that lived in Corcoran, lived in Bakersfield, my bad, and he used to come to the head shop that I visited, and I told him, hey bud, you don't recognize me? And he's like, no, yeah, I do. I'm like, man, I smell what you're doing every day at lunch, you know, we need to do a little bit of that as well. And he goes, man, I can't do that, I can't do that. And I go, look around you, bud. I had a bunch of heads take position here, there, whatever. Out in IDL, you got access to grinding machines, you got access to saws, you got access to everything, making the sweetest knives you've ever imagined out of plexiglass or whatever. And I was like, look, bro, look around you. You're so got right now, it's not even funny. I go, all I'm asking for is like a little care package in the bathroom tomorrow, you know? And another situation, he brought it and stuck it in there. I went there in the morning, got that, had one of my, you know, comrades bring it back onto the yard because I figured I was hot. And yeah, that was crazy, man. Just, you're always trying to figure out how to get over and come up, you know, not just me, but everybody in there. And then as soon as you have it, you got to stress over who you're selling to. Is their money good? You know what I mean? Are they, you know, sometimes you want to front somebody just to get them off your jock. So you know they can't pay and they're going to end up rolling it up. So you go ahead and front to them anyway. AJ's going to call me later tonight and we're going to sit back and do a phone interview, because it's so hard to sit here and remember stories and then present it to a camera where no one's looking at me, paying attention or anything along those lines. It's very difficult sometimes, you guys. I don't know, I get uncomfortable just if I'm already not in a comfortable mood and sit down and I'm going to tell you stories of things that have happened and there's no one else in the room, you know, like it's like talking to nobody, you know. And I'm trying to relay a story as to what happened, and it's not as easy as you guys think, you know. That's all I'm going to say on that. Anyway, I thank you for your time. I'm just throwing out some little remembrances, and hopefully you'll enjoy the interview that I do with AJ tonight. You know, it's just going to be a phone conversation and bringing up stuff that I'm sure you guys are going to want to hear about. So with that said, all love and respect out to all you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your donations, man. You know, my storage, I got it locked away, some of it. The other locker was gone. I wasn't able to get it, and that just was so gut-wrenching, it's not even funny. But hey, I got what I got out of it, you know, like, it'll make me think about doing something stupid the next time is all I can say. You know, I still have 30 hours of community labor to do. I still have anger management classes to do. I don't have a dime to start any of this stuff, so I don't know how they're going to handle that, because I asked the judge for a fee waiver on this. He fee waived the community, the anger management classes, but just because he does it doesn't mean any of the classes do it. I haven't found a class yet that'll do it for me. So, in community service, it's like $60 for the first half, which is, so I got 200 hours of it. So for 100 hours, it costs $60. And then for the other 100 hours, it'll cost $60 as well. So I was gonna jam him up, but you know, he said he can't do nothing about that. So I made too quick of a decision this last time and tried to help somebody out, and it didn't pay. You know, it wasn't, I should have just shut up. You know, but hindsight is 20/20. We all know that. You know, I can't repair what's already been done. I don't know. Love and respect, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.